Kenya is yet again locked in a diplomatic tiff with Tanzania, the latest row sparked by the Tanzanian government's decision to flex its muscle on Maasai herdsmen from Kajiado County who crossed over last month in search of pasture for their livestock. Tanzanian law enforcers confiscated 1,300 heads of cattle and auctioned them for 93 million shillings following a court order, a move the Tanzanian government sees nothing wrong with.
Na hili lazima niwaeleze ukweli ndugu zangu. Tanzania tuna eneo kubwa, lakini haliwezi likawa eneo la kuchungia mifugo ya kutoka nje.
But the Kenyan government has expressed outrage with Magufuli's administration and formally protested what the Ministry of Foreign Affairs termed a policy shift that condones hostile actions against Kenyan citizens and their business interests.
We are neighbors forever. We're neighbors forever. And I think an act, it doesn't matter whether it is an act that is committed against us, will not change that. You know, like we say, governments come and go. But the people of our two nations will always be there. And two wrongs don't make a right. They don't. And I think that we need to learn to talk about issues and to have discussions. And we must talk to each other, not at each other.
Tanzania keen on clamping down on migrant livestock through regulations, a move Kenya terms a violation of the long-standing relations between communities living near the two countries' borders.
Tumepanga kusajili mifugo yote. Ili mifugo yetu iwe na thamani. Tuwe tunauza nje. Tuwatafutie maeneo ya kuchungia wananchi wetu. Sio wananchi wetu wapate shida wakati mapori yetu yanachungia mifugo ya watu wengine.
It's going to be very, very difficult to actually tell a herder, you know, that you cannot cross to the neighboring country to look for pasture. Whether it's a herder from Tanzania or a herder from Kenya. And that's happened. When the Kenyan cows were being auctioned, we had a larger number of cows from Tanzania that were actually in Kajiado County.
A week after the heads of cattle were confiscated and auctioned, officials from Tanzania's livestock ministry burnt 6,400 one-day-old chicks from Kenya worth over 600,000 shillings, apparently to curb the spread of bird flu, actions the Kenyan government terms punitive and sought negotiations with its neighbor over.
Even the occupants of your mouth quarrel sometimes, right? And yet they actually exist in a very small space. So hopefully we can resolve these issues. But you know what? The history that we've had has been a very, very good history.
Though Tanzania has over the years remained one of Kenya's trading partners, the relationship has had its fair share of friction in the last few years, despite numerous public assurances from the two nations' leaders whenever they meet. Francis Gashuri, JKR.